Welcome, Dom.
Thank you.
For those who don't know clinical laser thermia systems from before, can you please start with a brief update on what the company does?
Certainly. So CLS, we're an international commercial stage medical device company. We provide patented, protected laser-based treatment systems for precise thermal destruction of disease or disease-generating tissue, what is in other words called ablation. Our systems are sold directly or through commercial partners in Europe, US, and today also in Asian Pacific region. The systems that we sell to the market are used in minimal invasive procedures. These procedures are image guided with use of typically MR imaging or ultrasound imaging. And we are competing with and replacing very often the open surgical option that is available or the more conservative option that is also available to patients on the market today. The key benefit with our system is to reduce the side effects, the complications that are otherwise associated with open surgical procedures.
And you are addressing two large market segments, prostate or urology, and also neurosurgery. Can you tell us a little bit more about these markets and the main drivers for the demand for your solutions?
So if we start with the urology market segment, we address treatment of prostate cancer. The specific type, which is called localized prostate cancer, an early stage of the prostate cancer. These patients are typically offered today open surgical procedures in the form of prostatectomy or radiation treatment to treat their cancer. In the more conservative approach, due to the complications associated with the other options, they are also being offered a wait and see approach, which is called active surveillance. Now, that is the biggest market segment of the two that we are addressing today with our treatment systems. The second one will be the neurosurgical, as you mentioned here. We're focusing on the oncology segment, treatment of tumors inside the brain. Stoma is one of those diseases that we are focused on, which are typically seated relatively deep inside the brain. The other segment of the neurosurgical market that we focus on is the drug-resistant epilepsy patients. And here again, we find the disease located relatively deep inside the brain. Both these indications are therefore not very suitable for open surgical procedure. Hence, our systems are being designed for image-guided, minimally invasive procedures in those patient groups.
You have, you could say probably that you have entered into more commercial active stage in the company's development since the, I don't know, past 6 to 8, 12 months. And you have also communicated a commercial agenda for 2025. Can you summarize your goals or ambitions in that 2025 agenda?
Sure. So the company now has an objective to generate sales revenues around 100 million Swedish kronor by the end of 25. We also set a goal for the company to be cash positive at the end of the same year. Now, the reason for this being aggressive in that direction is that we now have feedback from the market, from both these market segments, that our products are fulfilling the requirements of our customers. We feel comfortable to set such goals due to that. Now, the main market for us will be the US market, where we have an ambition to grow with about 70% of the revenues that we just mentioned. The remaining 30% of the revenues will come outside the US market. The market segment urology is set to be the major market segment for us initially in 2023-2024, with the neuro market segment catching up at the end of the period. Now, when it comes to Europe and Asian Pacific regions, those regions will also add on to the revenues towards the end of that season as we see it at this point in time.
And looking at your commercial strategy, partnering is a very important component in that strategy. Would you like to describe or sort of point out some of the key partnerships for you going forward?
The existing partnership we have today with ClearPoint Neuro within the neurosurgical market is obviously a key partnership to the company that we will develop even further. We also have recently partnered up with Soteria Medical, which has a similar product to what ClearPoint has in its stereotactic system for MR-guided procedures in the prostate space. We are also looking at future collaborations beyond those two to also add partners within the segment where we're using ultrasound guidance rather than the MR guidance for focal laser ablation of the prostate cancer patients. The importance of the partnership is from a technical point of view to be able to integrate the Tromberg platform or the Prism platform with the image-guided component and to make the systems easy to use for the users, and also to make the user, I should say, the workflow of the entire integrated system as quick and as easy as possible for the user. We identify that this is a key, unique selling point where we can grab market shares compared to our competitors today, where the integration has not come to that point yet. So this is really a key for us to be able to integrate and to simplify the use of the systems and becoming more like a one-stop shop for the users, either through ClearPoint Neuro or through CLS.
And one final question, Dan, and that is why should an investor at this particular point be interested to invest and have CLS in their portfolio?
So at this point in time, the company is with our products, we get the feedback that we are right where we should be with our products today. There is large patient groups within the market segments that I just mentioned in urology and neurosurgery that are actually not given effective therapy today. Our systems that we see it can come in and make a huge difference for these patients that are not getting treated at all or are getting treated with significant side effects. So an important and large market for CLS products today. The second thing is that we see the growth within the geographic regions where we are located today, both in the US market and the Asian Pacific market and in the European market. We have, in other words, already established market presence in all these three important markets for CLS. Thirdly, we have a rights issue coming up later this year, and it is, according to me, I think it is a very interesting opportunity to get on board through that rights issue that is now running in June, July of this year.
Thank you very much, Don Mogren, CEO of Clinical Laser Thermia Systems, for this update. Thank you.